So, hello, Instagram family. Wow, what a whirlwind of not even 24 hours. Yikes, like a whole whirlwind of 8 hours. I still have my stage makeup kind of ish on. So you can see how dramatic it is. It's actually a lot more dramatic than this because I had big false eyelashes on. There was eyeliner and the whole contouring of the face, and also the matching of the tan, which I don't have on now. It comes right off, so the spray tan isn't like one of those tans that you spray on and it stays on. Sure, some of it does stain your skin a bit, but it comes right off as if you were in the Bay Fundy playing in the mud. So, let me give you a little update, right? You're probably thinking, Celine, thought you were supposed to be competing today. What happened? Well, here's what happened. So Sean and I got to the hotel in Moncton last night, and we got there around 4:00. I'm standing in line to check in, and I'm thinking, you know what? There's been new cases of COVID in New Brunswick. I don't really know the area. I don't really follow it, to be honest, but I just know of new cases happening. So we've been a little nervous of a shutdown. So when I'm standing in line waiting to check in, I check the news feed and the feed that I'm in with, like, the team that I'm on with Kesley Wilson Fitness. And people are talking about stopping and pulling over on the highway and, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. And I'm opening my bottle of wine right now and I'm thinking, what? Why are these people saying this stuff? Hang on a second. Oliver needs in. This is driving me insane. Get in here. I knew we would want in here. Tried to bring him in. Anyway. So I'm thinking, do I check in? Do I not check in? Is it going on? Like, what's happening? So I decided I'm not going to check in right now. I'm going to, figure out what's happening. So I took a step back and then I saw Paul, I don't know if it's Gervin or Gervine, I'm sorry. Paul was staying there and he said, no, it's being shut down. New Brunswick's going into code orange and you can't have any gatherings of more than 10 people. Yeah, okay. So I can't even express or even try to explain to you, the flood of emotions that were going through me at that point in time. This is something that I have been training for since before COVID, because the show that I was supposed to do in April was shut down, canceled. This show got moved a couple times, and then finally we're all like, woo, hyped up, it's happening. To hear that, I started, look, this cat fur. Oh my God. I started crying, not just weeping. I was crying in the middle of the hotel lobby. And then, who do I see? Oh, no other but an idol. I saw two idols, Allie Smith and Greg Doucette come in. And I'm like, you know what? I was supposed to be meeting these people all dressed up and glammed up and hyped and excited and getting photos with them and that kind of stuff. I was supposed to be meeting my idols in a different experience, not me blabbering to Greg how much I appreciate him getting me through cardio in the morning with all of his YouTube videos. And you know what? The both of them were the sweetest. They were so concerned about what was going on with me because I just I was so sad. I'm not gonna lie, I was very sad. So then I saw 3 of my teammates. There was Trisha and Margaret and Megan there. And so Megan just gave me the biggest hug. And you know what? 3 of us stood there, contacted our loved ones, let them know what was going on. And then I went back up to the car to Sean because Sean was in the car. He didn't know any of this was going on at the time. He was going to come in, but I told him to wait in the car because it was pretty chaotic in the hotel lobby because by this time some more competitors had come in and people were finding this out. So I went out to the car and it was probably 4:30 by this time, and my coach said on our group feed chat, you know what, just hang in there, we don't know this for sure. And then the promoter, Heather LeBlanc, came on, and she said on her news feed that she's going to try and do everything that she can to have the competition, but it's going to happen that night. So that night, people are just arriving. People were coming just to do registration and then going back home. So some of them didn't even bring stuff to stay, right? Most people would have had their suits and their shoes with them though, because they would do, you need to see that kind of stuff at registration, not the shoes, but the suit. And our coaches would want to see it as well. So they would have that. But I mean, hair and makeup was booked for the next day. Our tans were booked for that night. So there was like a 45-minute window where we just didn't know what was going on. And my tan was coming up, and I was like, you know what? They're still tanning. I'm gonna go get tanned, because if this is going on, I want to be ready. Like I brought I can't even express to you how how prepared I was for this competition. Not just this day, but I've just meal prep and everything like that. So anyway, I was thinking, you know what, worst comes to worst, my hair looks decently fine when it's natural. I'm sure I can find a girl with a hair straightener. And I brought all of my makeup with me. So worst comes to worst, I'm not going to have the right matching color of skin tone, because I'm not going to have time to go out and get it. Like I said, it was like 4:30. We didn't find out the show was going on until 5:30, and it was starting at 7. Okay, that's funny. So I did end up checking. We checked into the hotel. I canceled Saturday nights because we weren't going to be there Saturday night. I made it to my tan. It was very backed up because they were doing 2 coats. So instead of getting 1 coat Friday night and then sleeping on it, letting it process, letting it stick, that kind of stuff, and then coming back in the morning, getting your 2nd coat, it was wham, bam, bam. It was done. You were leaving that place and you were still tacky. I had like a few distinct lines on me. It wasn't that bad. But you know what? We didn't care. The show was happening, and that's all that we cared about. We did not care. Also, Heather had made an announcement that people are not going to be judged on their hair and their makeup, which I thought was really fair. We all have equal chance to go have a tan. We were all booked in for a tan. Marlo was making sure it was happening and everyone was getting tan, so we had that. We had our physiques, we had our clothes, our shoes, our jewelry, and our suits. And our physiques, right? I mean, we may have come in a little bit tighter, fuller tomorrow, because we were supposed to be doing a carb up the night before and then throughout the next day. Don't even care. I honestly want to thank that lady from the bottom of my heart for making that happen. And also to the Delta hotel for making it happen as well. I mean, Heather could have pushed for all she's worth, and if the Delta wasn't going to give her something to work with, it wasn't going to happen. So for them to be able to pull a whole entire show off within a few hours, it was within 45 minutes she knew the show was going on, and then it just took a few hours after that for them to set everything up. So here we are. I'm tanned up. I got my suit on. We got a hotel room. We're waiting. We don't really know when everything's going to happen. We know it's supposed to start at 7:30. 7:30 rolls around, and I believe I was registered by that time, but not tanned. But I wasn't concerned because I wasn't going on yet. I did, however, really want to go try and get my hair and makeup done because Krystal Poirier, if that's how you pronounce her last name, I'm sorry. She has a French last name, Poirier, and maybe Poirier. Anyway, fabulous lady. Brought a team with her. So there was 3 girls doing makeup, a girl doing hair. I mean, those girls weren't coming there Friday night to do this. They were coming there Friday night to get set up to do this. So it was on such a whim. And I just want to thank literally everybody involved and everyone who was there. Just like, what an experience, really. What a thrill. And I can't even express it. I'm gonna cry. So yeah, anyway, I was able to get in and get my hair and my makeup done. I was the last girl that she had done for makeup, and she did a phenomenal job. I absolutely loved the colors that she picked. I was wearing a red suit. She did a very nice, kind of like a mauve colored lipstick. My eyes were nice and pink. I really like that color with my eyes as well. It goes well. She knew what she was doing. So I got all dolled up, and just as I'm sitting in the chair, she's finishing up my makeup. I think she had to put on lashes maybe. My coach says, Bikini A, which is me, get down there. I'm like, great. Okay. So I was expecting to check in with my coach before I go on, pose a little bit before I go on, you know, have my before stage treats, that kind of thing. You're so cute. So anyway, Krystal got me done in time, and I went back to the hotel room, took a shot of vodka, gobbled some gummies. Sean showed up at the perfect time because he was out getting pizza, because now he can't watch the show. There was no spectators. I'll get to that in a minute. So he came back at the perfect time, hyping me up, and I was ready to go. So I went downstairs, and so this is how it was laid out at the Delta. It was in a conference room, right? Beautiful. We're supposed to have gorgeous, absolute gorgeous stage lighting that just hits you in the right spots. And, you know, the self-tan, the darkness on you just gets all of the definition. So anyway, we were in a nice, bright boardroom, and I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to set the scene for you. I have zero complaints about last night. So anyway, the tanning was being held in one conference room. Registration was outside in the like common area there. It was very large. And by this time that I had gone down there, they were making people social distance. I mean, I think you were supposed to be anyway with a certain amount of people in the area. So, and they were starting to get more strict because Code Orange went into effect at midnight. So that was the thing. This show had to happen by midnight. So something that is normally an all-day event on Saturday had to happen between 7:30 and 12 o'clock at night. And it didn't get started, I don't think, until 8:30ish, somewhere around there. And the live stream was pushed ahead too, so everyone was able to watch that. But yeah, so tanning, conference room, registration, buy your pictures, that kind of thing out in the hallway. And then in the conference room right beside that was the panel of judges, a stage, and just the most random stage with some white backdrop, no lighting, a little bit of music, like the speaker system was whatever they had there at the Delta, and some competitors were there off to the side. Like there was no, I don't think coaches were allowed there. I really don't think coaches were even allowed there. My coach was there, Kesley Wilson, because she had taken an overall win. Congratulations. Our team did amazing, like absolutely amazing. So yeah, so I'm standing in line waiting to go up, and I'm so excited by this time. I'm so pumped. I'm so ready. There was supposed to be 5 to 7 girls in my class, and there wasn't. There was 3 of us. Because so many people couldn't make it. Some people decided not to come, that kind of thing, that the show had gotten quite smaller. So anyway, I was up there, and the stage, by this time we had to wear masks. So I literally just left looking fabulous. My makeup was on point. The lips were gorgeous. Now I gotta cover it all up. Like, you know what? But remember when I told you I was prepared for this competition? Like I was preparing myself this whole time, not for this obviously, but just making sure I was prepared. I bought a mask that matches my suit. So good on you, Celine. I was quite proud that I had done that. It was like $12.50. You know what? And I went up there on stage with, not that they're judging you on that, it does not matter. However, I did pay $145 for stage photos, and I want it all to look good. So we had to wear masks. That's fun. And the worst thing is when you're on stage, you're really trying to focus on the panel of judges. Like you want them to have your attention. You're trying to get their eye contact, and you don't want to look down. Now, the worst thing about this, wearing a mask, is it covers this area, so you can't just can't use your peripheral vision to look down, right? You actually have to like look down. And I didn't want to do that. I've been training so long for this. I want to be looking at those judges. I want them to make eye contact with me. Anyway, I wasn't in the little circle that we were supposed to be in. So they guided me to the circle, and just so happens there was a wire like this running through the tape on the stage. So you don't know really exactly what you're walking over on the stage at the time because you're not looking down, you can't see it. You're walking on wires every now and then and can't even tell. So that was poopy, really poopy. But whatever, I was up there, I got changed places, I waved my back arm, I moved, I switched in front of the other girl because that was one thing that I really wanted to do because it was just in my head. I'm like, everybody jams up, but I find most girls try to take the inner, so I'm like, I'm just gonna swing wide, just gonna go around them. Back into place. So yeah, I took second. I'm nationally qualified. I am absolutely thrilled about it. Everything just was phenomenal. Like, it worked out so well because I didn't have to pay for a hotel room today, so I'm saving up money on that. We're home early. We didn't have to be gone for so long. Sean and I got to go out. I got to have my margarita. We went to the Old Triangle in Moncton. I got to go out and have that. Like, it wasn't even late. It was kind of like sad that we weren't getting together afterwards as a team and going out for lunch or for dinner. But that was fine. Like, it didn't matter. All that mattered is that it happened. It happened. And if we had found this out tomorrow, today, it wouldn't have happened. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just still like, I can't believe everything happened the way it did. I made friends. Everyone was so nice there. I met a lady named Trina from down in Halifax, who gave me a set of lashes because I thought I was gonna have to do my own makeup. She was here by herself. Oh, God love her. Yeah, so anyway, everybody looked phenomenal. People were in such good spirits, especially with everything that was going on. I mean, you come across the odd person because there was a girl who was harassing the tanners because the tanners were no longer taking you in as you were scheduled because Heather, and it makes sense, wanted whoever was going to be on stage first to get tanned first. Makes complete sense. But this one lady didn't understand what was going on, and she was really upset that she was missing her tan. So anyway, there wasn't a whole lot of that. It was mainly everybody was in the same boat and we've all been prepping for a long time. Some of us not so long, but this is a huge goal of ours. Like, this isn't just, I was gonna say bread and butter. I don't think that's the way that you use that. I think that's when things are really good. Okay, never mind. All right. Anyway, yeah, so it was phenomenal. And then today we went out for breakfast at Cora's. Oh my God, it was so good. And it was dead in there. And I asked the waitress and she said, yeah, it's because it's like code red now or code orange. So I ordered breakfast and this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted eggs, hash browns, bacon, and toast. And I found something that I'm going to tell you what it was in the end, but for now I'm going to tell you what I thought it was. I thought it was toast with peanut butter and bananas on top. And I'm thinking, oh, this is perfect. I got eggs, hash browns, toast, peanut butter, bananas, bacon, like perfect. That's what I want. I want a coffee and water. Let's do this. So I get it and I ate a couple pieces of bacon, a couple hash browns, this and that. And then I take a bite of my toast with peanut butter and banana. And I'm like, cinnamon? And Sean says, yeah, Celine, that's French toast. And just as soon as he said that, it was like every single receptor on my tongue, like, just lit up. And I realized what it was. It was French toast with bananas and caramel sauce on it. Wow. Like, I was not expecting that at all. I wanted peanut butter toast and bananas. Happy with that. It was French toast with caramel sauce and bananas. Well, let me tell you, I cried. I couldn't contain myself because I didn't expect that, and it was so good that I cried. And then I had to like catch my breath afterwards, and Sean's laughing at me. I can't believe you didn't even read what it was. I said, I didn't read what it was because I thought I knew what it was from the picture. Anyway, here's the real kicker. I didn't even end up eating that. I ended up having 3 bites of it and then opening a pack of peanut butter and mixing it with my eggs. That's what I wanted. And it's funny because I've been listening to so many competitors' podcasts, and I've been just researching stuff, and a lot of people will say how after their show, they either want like a protein bar, a chicken salad sandwich, a chicken Caesar sandwich, chicken Caesar salad, or something like that, where they don't actually want to go all out. Like they say that they do, but then they legit just want the simple things. And that was me. Like I just wanted peanut butter and eggs. It was beautiful, delicious breakfast in front of me, but anyway. So, and then we hit the road and we got home, and here we are. I'm gonna go drink my tea, study for my personal training specialist certificate. I have an exam at the end of the month. And yeah. So how am I feeling now? Oh my gosh. Duh. I took home 2nd place. I don't know if I said that. I won 2nd. Maybe I did. Let's just say it again. Yeah, I did. Because I'm nationally qualified. I'm just laughing because I forget things a lot lately. Anywho, this is 21 minutes. I was expecting 10, but I had a lot to say. Had a lot to update you on. Today, let me see. I am feeling good. I was sleepy. Came home, had a nap, and now I'm awake and going to study and just keep busy. And as for like what I'm gonna do for meal plans and stuff like that, so what I do is go back on my before prep plan, and I have that all prepped and frozen. I'm gonna get back into the gym tomorrow and do cardio. I think cardio is just half of what I was doing before. I was doing 90 minutes before, so I'll do 45. You just don't want to fall right off. Plus I'm doing a show in April, so I really want to take this time to stay lean and build some muscle on that. I'm very excited to hear the judges' feedback as well. That's something that I am stoked to get, because as much as you work with your coaches and as much as they see you and they can tweak you and they know what they're doing, getting that feedback from the judges, they see you in a different light, right? They know what they're looking for. So yeah, nationally qualified. And then I'm like, well, what do I like shoot for a different show instead of April? But I'm already like booked in. I'm already registered, so anyway, we will see. This is just the beginning, huh? And I absolutely love this process. I love it all. It's so much fun. Like, to me, it's all worth it. It's so much worth it. I'm just rambling now and holding this cup because I love this cup. The clouds are all blue, so they're like a dark blue, and then when you put the tea in, the sun comes out. All right, yeah, I'm just bored and rambling now. I'm gonna let you guys go. If you have any questions, please shoot me a DM or comment below. Doesn't matter, either or. I'm also going to probably do a little write-up, I think, just expressing my gratitude to everyone that was involved last night, and congratulations to literally everybody who was there and went through with it and made it happen. I mean, it wasn't the perfect experience, but it was the best. It happened. It really happened. Okay. Anyway, love to you all. Bye.